Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to season 3, episode 10 of Salt. Hello, everybody. Well, Salt Ships and Scuttlebutt, episode 10 of season 3. How are we doing, Sealer of Mountbatten? Are you capable of human speech?
Today, maybe. I've had a wild week and a half of my summer break. It's been a lot's happened in a very short time.
Hit you with it.
Hit you with it. All right, you want to start with the good, the bad, or the what?
Let's alternate. Let's go with good. I'll talk about my drinking problem, and then ups and downs.
Ups and downs. Okay. Story. So the first good thing, my wife has secured a teaching position for the fall. HR called her yesterday, 2 days ago, about it, and officially offered her the position. So that's huge. Her paycheck's going to double, almost triple, as of right now, because she's working as a paraprofessional right now. Yes, it is very good. And well, the reason she's going to be getting so much is because we're on my health insurance, so she won't have to get health insurance. So like her check's going to be nice. Going to be real nice.
Real nice.
Real nice. So that's my first good. Shall I start with the bad?
Oh yeah, I drank all of the old alcohol in my fridge. I woke up, I was in a cleaning mood, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fold all my laundry. I'm gonna vacuum the kitchen." And then I open the fridge and I see like the one Guinness left that I haven't drank from the 6-pack that I got, and all of these. Monster or not Monster? Mountain Dew makes a spiked version.
Yes, I've heard about that.
Yeah. 2 years ago, I got some. So I got to play Minesweeper, going through my fridge, like, is this good or is this bad? And unfortunately, I got through about 16, and then after that, didn't matter if it was good or bad. It was down the hatch, and I finished it off with a gigantic glass of Guinness that I think went bad probably 12 months ago, probably 14 months ago. And I didn't realize that it was bad. So I cleaned out my fridge. Upside. Yeah. Downside.
I mean, it's all alcohol. It can't be that bad.
Yeah,
Is that another one?
No. Nope, not at all. Anyways, your news?
So the first bad, my wife's car exploded again.
Oh, that's no good. What was it?
So, God, this started like a couple weeks ago. I was driving her car, and I'm going to put the brakes on, and when you put the brakes on, the steering wheel, Michael J. Fox's a little bit. So I was like, honey, when was the last time you had your brakes changed? And she went, changed?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yes, when did you have your brake pads changed? She said, oh, never. The car's 12 years old. 140,000 miles.
I don't mean to be sexist, but it's just really funny to me when you have women who are like, how do you not know what this body scrub is? With this facial, like, how do you know that? How do you not know that? Like, what are you, fucking stupid? And then meanwhile, it's like, yeah, so anyways, I haven't changed the oil in my Nissan Sentra in 19 years. And it still reads as having oil, so what's the problem? And it's like, because I'm just watching, like, so many, like, mechanics on Instagram, and they're like, yeah, Kia Soul, woman dropped it off. Let's see how over on the oil change she is. 28,000 miles. It's not bad for a Kia Soul. Anyway, the motor seized. That's the weird noise you're hearing. Sorry.
Yeah. Dude, and then I was like, well, I got to do this. Let me see what else. Then I asked her, so your transmission fluid, you had that changed, right?
No.
140,000 miles. Original fluid from the dealership. So I had to do that. And then how do we get to it exploding? Oh yeah. So the other good is that she got into her district certification program. So
Yeah,
not only does she have this teaching position, but at the end of the school year, she'll be a certified teacher, which is great, and they pay for all
that's
of
good.
it. She the only stipulation that she has to work in the district for 3 years, which she wants to stay here anyway. So that's great.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that's make or break for a lot of
No,
people.
no, no. The only thing is that her current job is like a mere 10-minute drive from the house, but now she has to drive down the bayou um, for about a 40-minute commute, 40-minute
Yeah.
back, so like hour and 20-minute round trip. Um, and I live below New Orleans. There's more water than land
Right.
here. Like when I say drive down the bayou, she's the highway here, bayou here. Now I don't know how many people are familiar with physics.
I don't know what a
Car,
bayou is. I'm trying to figure
huh?
out is it like a swamp? Is it just a swamp?
Bayou's a river, a small river.
Why don't you call it a small river? I'm
Because
confused.
it's a bayou. It's French or Native American or Dutch rolled into one.
I'm gonna Google
It's
bayou.
not
Hold on.
like the size of a river. Now I say that, and
So
like
it's
my
like a
family,
creek.
it's bigger than a creek. It's because to me a
It's,
creek is like a ditch with
how
like
do you
some nice
spell
water.
bayou? I just
B
have
A
B
Y
A
O
Y
U. B A
B
Y O
A.
U.
Okay, I put a I didn't put the O and it came up as a realty group in the UAE. So I was like, let me.
You want to pull up some pictures for our viewers? This will be a quick
Yeah.
geography lesson.
Hold on.
Um, I guess like the technical definition is like a body of water or like a river that
This is
connects like
just a
swamps.
swamp. What do you mean? This is just a swamp.
No, that is a swamp. That's not a bayou.
I googled bayou and this is what. Hold on, we'll go to here.
Um, that's the
That's a
swamp. That's
swamp.
not a bayou. So
What is
that was about a chaffle. What Kool-Aid?
what?
What?
I don't know.
That's Montana. The state doesn't exist.
It's a lot of
Type
Kool-Aids.
type in Bayou Teche. That's one that feeds into the Atchafalaya Basin.
What is
T
it?
E T
T.
E C. Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
there it is.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, this is a swamp.
that's a bayou. No,
No, that's a swamp.
a swamp is like
Because
an
no,
open like.
you see, because like the water looks shitty, and there's a whole bunch of
Okay, you see
growth
that
and
picture down
wildlife in there.
there?
It's a swamp. The swamp.
Yes, that is what a bayou is.
That's a river.
Okay, that's rivers here are big. Like I don't know if you've seen the Mississippi
Rivers.
River down here, but like that they're big. That's a bayou. Little river. It's a little river full of swamp water, I guess. If you want to say that. But anyway, the highway goes next to the bayou. So if something happens, her car goes in the bayou, then she's stuck in that nasty water.
The
So
swamp
I go to
water.
change her brakes. Yeah, the nasty swamp water that moves. So I go to change her brakes, do that, change her transmission fluid, do that. And then what happened? Oh yeah. Her car was behaving a little weird. So I'm like, okay, I've changed all this. I changed the coil packs, the spark plugs, and it was still having some weirdness when it was driving, like it was kind of lurching back and forth. So I take it to our local mechanic, and he's like, so yeah, $3,000, and I'm like,
Oh no!
what can I do for 600?
I'll
So,
put it up on the jack and then I'll take it down.
well, so the $3,000 was for like everything that needed to be done under the hood, and apparently all the suspension needs to be changed, which is odd because we changed the rear shocks like a year ago. They
Yeah.
should still be good, and they probably are good. The front ones are blown out. I'm not gonna dispute that. They are blown the hell out. 140,000 miles. Now this is a Chevy Malibu for those of you that don't know. 140,000 miles on a Chevy Malibu. That's like running across a 30-year-old dog. Um, the car's still going though, which is like no car note. It's paid off.
Any Chevy product past 100,000 miles is just
It's a 30-year-old dog.
it's a
Yeah,
gift from God.
yeah. But like it runs fine except for the stuff that's getting fixed. But long story short, the main belt's got to be changed. The head gasket has to be changed, and what else do you have to do? Oh yeah, one of the wires going to one of the ignition coils has to be completely redone. That's really where most of the money's going. So it's in the shop for that right now.
No.
but still cheaper than a new car. And yeah, he was like, to change the suspension was like $2,800, and I'm like, this thing
No,
has coil packs and struts in one piece. That's 3 bolts. I don't. Where's the $3,000 coming in?
it's a
Like
really expensive wrench.
I get it's 19 millimeter. It's 19 millimeter all the way around. I can do it. I am going to do it actually in the next couple of months. But yeah, her car exploded. I have more, by the way, more good and bad.
Oh, I do too.
All right, so your turn.
I have I have the boats. So
Oh yeah, yeah. This is ship related. You can't get mad at
yeah.
us, audience.
Oh, we're also sorry about missing last week.
Oh, shall I
I just wanted
explain?
to, if you want to, yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't want to get. I don't
while I'm
want to get.
getting
I don't
this.
want to like get too finger pointy. I was trying to get a guest on last week, given some recent events in World of Warships. I reached out to an individual. Unfortunately, they didn't get back, and we had delayed when we were planning on recording to hopefully accommodate this guest. But Greene's work schedule has kind of been um, busy, so unfortunately, with that delay, we weren't able to record last week. So that's what went on. Now he's come back with a boat.
Yeah. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm kind of interested in military history.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, are you maybe interested in military history?
Um, no.
Maybe. No.
I think I'll get all my
Um,
World War II rifles out my gun safe and say no again.
yeah, I got the bad one. I got the bad guy rifle, so I'm not
I have
gonna.
one of those too.
Bring. Yeah, but you got enough good to offset it.
That is true. That is true.
I haven't caved and bought a surplus Garand yet. Um, so unfortunately, somebody somehow linked to my childhood friends passed away. Unfortunately, I didn't know the person, so if I don't sound remorseful, I didn't really know the person, but my friend Alex is basically a brother to me, so his loss is also my loss, but it's also my gain apparently because he had here. Let me get this. And all these they've been sitting in a basement for 30 years, so they're going to look pretty rough. But these are things that I'm going to clean and rebuild, and my camera should pick it up because I paid $200 for this web camera.
I
But
can see the dust from here.
no, the stick. I'm talking more about the gold leaf,
Oh
um,
yes,
the
what's that
accents.
called?
I'm trying to remember what it is. I keep wanting to say
PE.
staccato.
It's
Yeah.
PE.
So all that's gonna get replaced. I already found the company that made it for the set. So
Dude,
there's
those
some of it,
lines are
like a lot of the
clean.
stuff up here in the superstructure isn't as bad, but the stuff in the railings is
Yeah.
fucked. And a lot of the Chicago pianos are just completely gone.
Dude,
Um,
so I'm looking at the paint lines as someone who's, if you can't tell, audience, I do
maybe,
models too. Those lines are super clean.
yeah.
He messed that up amazingly. A
So
lot better than I did.
this is like genuinely awesome, but I'm not a small person, and this is I think maybe 4.5 feet long,
Yeah,
maybe 4 feet long.
that's definitely like 1/250.
Yeah. So I'm struggling to kind of where do I put this? So I'm gonna go to IKEA, get some shelves and stuff, and I got this. I got an Honest John. For those of you who don't know what an Honest John is, it is a um, theater nuclear weapon system that the U.S. deployed, and the accuracy was to whom it may concern. I got a few tanks on transporters. I got a Chinese destroyer, and I'm pretty sure it's Chinese because it has a straight superstructure. It's like a Minagume kind of style superstructure where the front is straight up and it's a little taller than like a Gremiashi or something. And it has quad box launchers on it, which I'm pretty sure only the Chinese did. But I have that. I have a USS Fletcher. I have just like 3 in there,
Are they
and a
all
whole bunch
to
of
this
other
scale?
tanks. No, no, they're not all to this scale.
God, it's thin,
They're
man.
a lot smaller. And then we have one moment. I have to go get this one, but
That is huge. For reference, my Yamato's about the same distance away as his chair is there, and it looks friggin' tiny.
I
Dude,
don't even think it's still in frame.
that's a
This
freaking
thing.
that's a javelin. Oh my god.
So
That's
this is another one that's going to require a hefty amount of cleaning. Um, and some rewiring. Let me see if I can get this close enough to the web camera. Because the 4 lines and everything are, I don't know if they're like corroded and broken, or dude, I look like a fucking stereotypical basement dwelling person right now. I have
my
insane hair.
USS
And I'm like,
Palau,
look at
man.
the lines. But this is another one I'm gonna definitely look to repair and clean up. I don't know if I think these are crimped on, which means I might have to find another flag pack, and then I might have to repair the line because it looks like it just kind of rotted out.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is that? I'm guessing that's a Palau.
I
Um.
believe it is. It didn't come with a plate or anything. Um, there was an I-400 he had in his trunk, but that was already given to somebody else.
Oh dang.
So
That had
yeah,
to be huge. It's at that like to that scale.
yes, it was huge.
Oh my god.
So let me get that Chinese destroyer as well. Hold on. This shit's cool as fuck.
That's man. So see, like that's the scale. Not that, but the Arizona in the back. I really want to get like a 1/250 Bismarck, but the thing's huge. Like you've seen Bismarck in game. Pull up to the Arizona. It's like half the length. So like a 1/250 Bismarck is like legitimately like 5 feet long. I want it though, but it'd be so much paint. Like the kit's like $300, which I mean isn't too bad, but the paint would just be absurd. Um, because like the little testers bottles that I normally buy, it's like $3 a bottle, and for like the Enterprise back there, it was like 3 bottles to do that red hole. So it'd probably be a couple $100 in paint just to do a 1/250 Bismarck. But I guess he went to the Shadowlands to get his Chinese destroyer. So you guys are left with me now. I wonder if it'd be funny if he fell down the stairs and broke his neck, and the police find him just with this ridiculously long. Oh, never mind, he's back. What in the world? What is that?
And
That's
this
like
is that
Cold
weird.
War. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Greniashi esque hull. I know, and the only reason why I think that it is Chinese and not Soviet is there's no way in blue hell that these things on the center line are torpedo tubes. Because there's no way they're going to get like the twin 23s right and the 130s kind of right, and then be like, yeah, we're going to put 3 cigarette cases here in the middle. But yeah, so there's this, um, which is it's less detailed. I will admit, I don't think it's properly to scale, but it's close enough that you know can't really get
That
too upset.
that looks to be about the same scale as the Arizona.
Oh, does it?
Go hold it up next to it. If you don't
I
mind.
just reeled in my headphone cable. Yeah. I mean, now that I'm looking at them,
You gotta remember, like Cold War era destroyers are like half the size of
yeah,
World War II battleships now.
yeah, they're getting up there. That's true. And then I have Panzer IV, so that's cool.
Oh, it's definitely a much bigger scale.
Yeah. Panzer IV. I'm joking, by the way. I hope you caught me on that. I know it's not a Panzer IV, but
Oh, it's Panther. Yeah.
yes, it's a Panther. I believe it's an A because it doesn't have the chin, and it looks to be relatively early, so it's not a G or anything like that.
It does look like the one I have in War Thunder, and I have the first one. I didn't go too much further past that.
Yeah, you and I got to play War Thunder sometime or play games or something. It'd be fun. So that's all pretty cool. I have a few other things, and I think I'm gonna like show them off sporadically. Because if I just do like a conveyor belt of dusty, shitty models, I don't think that's gonna go too well.
Those are boats. Those are relevant.
Speaking of not going too well,
My friend bought a BMW. That was my other bit of bad news.
ooh, wait, what type of BMW? Hit me with it. Hit me with it. Hold on. Let's see if your friend's got class, kid. What did he get?
I gotta pull it up. I don't speak Beamer, so I gotta pull up the message to make sure that I get it right. Cause like he sent the name to us, and I'm like, this sounds like a sci-fi gun. There's like an X in there somewhere.
Oh,
Oh,
well, it depends because in my case, it means X drive, which is BMW's. They call it a fluid four-wheel drive system, but it's like 2080.
okay. It's a 2023 X4 M40i.
X4 M40i.
With a
Oh,
B58.
he's a mom. That's cool. Yeah, he's a mom. Your friend's a mom.
Oh, is he?
So he got the SUV.
Oh, okay.
But it's not even. Oh, I'm sorry. That's an M30. It's those here.
Oh, it's one of these things.
It's one of
Okay.
those like not quite because I think my dad had he had the SUV version,
Mhm.
but it was like a 2011 like X4 or something. So it knew it was like an SUV. These are those things that you see people that are like lying to themselves and saying it's not an SUV. These are like good cars. My humble opinion on all mid-sized BMWs is if you want to buy a mid-sized BMW, which the only reason why you'd want to do so is either A, brand loyalty, or B, you want performance out of an SUV. And if you have the money and you want performance and you don't have 9 kids, just fucking buckle down and get an M car and don't, or not an M, but like, like I have a 535i.
A sedan.
Yeah, get a sedan. Like I don't know. These are like the weird crossovers of the X4 and the M series where it's or the sedans, and it's just like you get the worst of both worlds. B58's nice. It's a good motor. It's not as unique as it used to be because now BMW they're kind of pulling a Dodge and they're just putting it everywhere. I don't know. Congrats. Ask him when the kids are going to soccer, and I will still gap him in my 5. So, but yes, speaking of bad deals,
He's going to pull up now.
boats. Ding 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 ding. We got boats. Trade in. I have very strong feelings on this. I assume you've already covered this.
Oh, yeah.
What's your
I
Sorry, somebody just
so
got
like,
into an accident in front of my house.
oh, that's too bad.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, it'll be all right.
my take on it is, so originally, like when they started doing it, I was full on like, yeah, no, don't, because you're losing out on ships that you're losing out in two ways. One, when it comes time for the anniversary event and the Santa Container event, you're missing out on the amount of rewards you can get because those are based on the amount of ships in your port. And two, you are removing a ship that actually you're putting a ship back into a Santa Container that you could get back. Um, because the more ships you have with Santa Containers, there's a better chance of you rolling a ship you already have and then rerolling for a ship that you don't have and probably actually want. Um, that's what I originally said about this back in the day, but then comments are like, well, I want a new ship though, and I don't care. So, I mean, I can go either way on it right now, but I still advise players that, if you want to make the most of the anniversary event and the Santa Container event, it's generally not worth it, but
Yeah,
if you don't care and you just want to get discounted on a new premium ship, I mean, that's fair.
I think that
But
that's very fair, and I think that that's valid. I don't like the fact that you either have to punch down massively to get a ship for free,
yeah.
in terms of your tier, which I am not a fan of. Granted, I'm not arguing it should go one for one because I think that that would completely destroy any semblance of value in
Oh yeah.
terms of ships. Um, but like right now, I have an Austin plugged into the calculator. Here, let's do this. So for my Austin, I will get 15,500 doubloons worth of value, and a seal will only cost me 10,500 doubloons. I don't like that. I don't
How
think that
much
that's
is
good.
10,005? Is that $30 worth of doubloons?
No, 10,000 is I think
Is that
isn't
closer to 50?
12.50?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
it's
like
closer to
40.
50.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trading in an Austin and $40 to get a seal.
So so $80 is basically
Yeah.
what you're. Well,
Well, no, it'd
because a tier
be
10 is $130.
Oh yeah, okay. You're working. Yeah, I mean,
I'm
yeah. So
working on
you
like
would
the
save like
cash
80
value.
bucks. Yeah, you'd save 80 bucks, which I don't know if you have a tier 10 and you don't like it, and
I would absolutely save the tier 10s just because that's the ones you get the Santa certificates for at the end of the year. So even if you don't like it, because you don't have to play it the way the event works now, like
yeah,
just have it sit there and just let you
tokens and
earn that
stuff.
token. Yeah.
Like I've never played Nimmelman. I've never played Druid. I've never played Hayate, Bazan, Napoli, or Yoshino. I played Napoli, but like, there's a lot of ships in here that I just don't play, and I just keep them in my port specifically for exactly that reason. You get to the end of the year, and it's, oh, I can get like 7,000 mega super containers, and
Yeah.
those used to. Will say that I think that they used to be worth a lot more, those super containers, but
You literally cut
it's
them in half.
still, yeah, it's still better. And as we're looking through here, all the tier 10s, the most you can get is 15,000 out of an Austin. So you
Really? Even
have,
for like Thunder? Do you have Thunder?
yes.
How is Austin worth more than Thunder? You can still get an Austin. That's
I don't
wild.
know. Let's see here. Plymouth Thunder. Yeah, it's fifth. They're the same. They're the same.
Oh, okay. So all the. Oh, yeah. Okay. I see.
Incomp is the same. Druid's the same. Plymouth is the same. Malta is worth slightly less.
Yeah, because it's a
But the
PG
max
down.
is the 1550, which is what I was getting at. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I was not good at conveying that.
Oh no, it's summer. My brain's off more than normal right now.
That's fine. But a lot of these, I mean, what can you? So the question then is, okay, what can I get for little to no money in terms of, shippage? And that's unless you want to waste doubloons, which I don't think people want to, because you can't punch down like That's a common misconception that comes up every year. There's a lot of people who are like, "Hey, I'm trading this 15,000 doubloon ship. I'm getting a Texas. I should get the rest of that doubloon value back," and you don't. So that's another part about it that I don't like. But again, I understand it because again, you would have people who'd be like, "I'm going to turn my Grosser Kurfürst into bugging 12,000 doubloons." But so I understand it, but I don't like that is something that is not. Well, okay, to be completely fair to wargaming and to be impartial, they probably plaster that all over this article. In fact, within 2 seconds of looking at it, I've seen it.
Yeah, it was even back in the day. It was very clear that you don't get doubloons back.
Yeah,
And that's something some viewers asked me about, and I mean, like, there's things you can get mad at wargaming for, but wanting to like preserve the in-game economy and then being pretty straight up about it, I can't really get mad
yeah.
at them for that.
I can't, especially because of how saturated the in-game economy is in everything other than the gold department, and they have to maintain um, the gold economy in game because that's what they make money off of.
Yes.
So it's like steel back in the day, dude. I 8 years ago, you remember getting the steel, grinding out the steel required through clan battles to
Oh yeah.
get that Stalingrad. You felt like you were Hannibal fucking coming over the Alps. You're like, yes. And then you would get one of those like insane camouflages for your like rank tokens, and it's just like, oh, I'm better than you are. And now it's just like, hi, my name is Johnny Schmielberg, and I just I just got the game and I have 2 Stalingrads. And it's like, okay, well, how did you
Dude,
get that,
like,
Donnie Schmielenberg?
I
Oh, I
remember.
bought the I bought the day-to-day pass and I just played the game and they just inundated me with coal and steel. I have a
Yeah.
Smolensk too. And it's like, or not a Smolensk, an Napoli. It's like
Dude,
um
but like back in the day, like you would go into random battles, and I remember like back then, you see a Stalingrad and you just go, "Fuck."
fuck.
Yeah, because it's like
That's
that ship's
and that
crazy. If he's got it, he
he's
has
crazy.
he's insane, and now he's bringing in
So
random battles to murder all of us.
yeah, he's left his plinth and clan battles. He's come down to murder the peasants, like King Richard coming down and just killing farmers. And now it's just everybody. It's everywhere. It's
Yeah,
and when everybody's super, nobody
nobody
is.
is. Yeah,
So that's kind of why I really don't appreciate the fact that the in-game economy was readjusted. I understand why, because you had a large amount of people who did not get to experience those ships complain. And I think that Wargaming had 2 steps forward. They had either, I, I don't know, get better. Like, we're not going to rob these people of the income that they've, you know, the hill that they've climbed to get this award. But I also understand the fact that the amount of people wanting it versus the amount of people who wanted to keep it exclusive and keep it as that, the tree on top of the mountain, so to speak. It's only going to go one of one ways.
yeah.
And I'm not speaking from a spiteful stance when it comes to this. It makes perfect business sense, but Wargaming has not cared about the competitive scene in
I'd say
I, I
easy
would
three
I would
years,
say
4 years,
6 years.
6. Mm.
I would say 6. And again, I'm not um like, I don't hate them for that. I'm not one of those old heads who are like, yeah, I used to run NA and it used to be great and they listened to us and now they don't and it's poopy. Because the scope of the game has shifted. It shifted away from the people who are playing constantly to improve themselves, and it shifted towards the dude who just got off of a 19-hour shift as a plumber and wants to uh just have fun and play a shooty boat game. And also, I'm sorry, because this has come up and I'm just kind of trying to correct it right now. I look over here because this is where my monitor is that I have C-Lord and Discord on. So that's why I usually, if you see me looking over here, I'm looking at that. I've had people who are like, he's watching porn. And I'm like, no, I'm not watching porn. I'm looking at C-Lord. Because when I talk to people, I like to look at them. And my camera's on my main monitor. So
Yeah,
that's what that is.
dude, I
But
still do that with like stream because I have three monitors. I have one up here, and that's where chat's
yeah.
at. So like I'm up there reading chat and talking to chat, but they're right here. So
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Well, the
I've been doing
porn's
this
on
for
this
freaking long.
monitor.
So.
It's not even on this monitor. So, but yeah, back to my point. I don't fault wargaming for that because at the end of the day, this is a business, and it's not a business like CS or Dota or something where they have a large competitive scene. Because technically, the vast majority of games that are played in CS are in a competitive game mode, but the dude from the Balkans screaming into my microphone with 200 elo is not particularly competitive. But then there's the top group of people and everything. That has an economy that can support itself. Valve makes more than enough money to continue to prioritize that competitive experience, both their esports and skin sales and all of that other stuff. And I know that wargaming doesn't have that luxury, and I think they pivoted to where the money is, for better or for worse.
Yeah, it's also where
And
the longevity is for
well,
the
yeah,
game.
that too, because if I'm looking at it, 80% of the game is probably like, dude, I just want to fucking, I have time for one game in between dinner, coming home from work, and kid time. I want to fucking have fun. That's all I want.
Yeah,
And then there's the 20% of people who are like, oh, well, if I do this, I can min max this and, get 15% extra. If you're going to prioritize one of those groups, you can and should prioritize the larger player pool. Because again, that's where your money is. That's where your longevity is.
well, you know what's crazy? It's working.
Yeah.
The numbers for this quarter, for the first quarter, or so far the second quarter, have been really good. Like the North American
Yeah.
server still into June is averaging 8,000 players a day.
Yeah.
That should be 5 by now.
Yeah. Because I mean, again, I don't know how it is over in your clan community, but in Bonks, like the last 3 years, it's been like, this is it. This is going to be the year. This is going to be year. This game just heaters over. And again, because a lot of people in my community are looking at it through that hyper competitive mindset, through that hyper competitive lens. So, they see the writing on the wall, but again, the plumbers and the carpenters are carrying the game. So
Yeah, so we have, this is bad. I don't know how many clans we have now. It's I'm not saying this because of the meme, but it's 6 or 7 clans. Um yeah. Um and the more casual clans are growing because you have people that just want to get on, shoot the funny pixel boats and go
yeah,
sleep.
which is
So,
fine. And again, from a business sense, from a business viewpoint, rather, it makes sense.
oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, the
And,
trade-in event, man.
oh yeah.
Sorry.
The
Yeah.
subject at hand.
Yeah, we're getting back to it. You can trade into tier 10 and get 956, a Mains, a Brandenburg, a Kaga, a Velos. No, you can't get a Velos. You'd have to spend to get a Velos. You'd have to spend to get a Dallin and a Carl Johan. But you can get, a lot of the other tier 8s in the pool here. And then just, you'd only be able to, you'd only have to spend $3,000 roughly to get a tier 9. And that's if you trade in a max value tier 10.
Let me ask you this. Which ships would you recommend players picking up from the trade-in event?
Out of this isolated list here, because I'm still of the opinion that anything below tier 7 is irrelevant.
Okay.
I think that anything below tier 7, it's either a personal pull or, it's just like, hey, I want the Atlanta because it's me, which I'm not taking any. I'm not saying that the Atlanta is not fun and neat. But out of this pool here, I mean, we do have some like really heavy hitters. First thing that comes to mind is the mains. Mains is incredible. The Brandenburg's kind of but it's still fun. The Kaga is nowhere near as good as it used to be, but it's still pretty okay. Forgot the Velos existed. Sorry, Greek people. Forgot it existed. The Dalin is like it's just a Smolensk, but like
Smolensk.
malnourished.
Yeah.
So that's kind of whatever. Carl Johan is an obscene amount of fun, and I think is a very underrated tier 9 ship. Lo Yang, okay. Vanguard, okay. Otago, okay. Minagumo, I wouldn't recommend, but I'm also not really a destroyer player, so I don't.
I've heard it's all
I've
right.
heard good. Yeah. The Incheon is okay. The Monmouth is funny, as we have discussed. So that would definitely be cool. But yeah, I mean, it's my problem is the fact that you can trade in literally everything in the game, and you can get, I believe it's 32 ships.
I think it's the same amount of ships as last year.
No, we've expanded from 35 tier ships to choose from instead of 20.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So they added 15 ships.
Okay, cool.
And some of these are good. We have the Murmansk, which is surprisingly fun. We have the Sirocco, the Exeter, which is fun. The Bjorn, which is still very fun. Especially because you're down at tier 6 and you have a 50-50 chance of running
a carrier to exist to play.
Yeah.
With their tier 6 carrier.
Or you're just dropping phoenixes and it's like, I'm coming to touch you.
Yeah, I pretty much said the same kind of. My two were get a Mainz. What are you doing if you don't have one?
Yeah,
it's so good right now with the heal. And Carl XIV Johann, because like you said, it's such a goofy tier 9 battle. It's a battleship that can like actually like stealth torp. And not like by like 0.2 kilometers like some, and not the stupid long torpedoes that the Key gets. Like it can legitimately stealth torp well.
Yeah.
My other two were like Brandenburg's a fun choice, and Brandenburg's like good in tier 8 ranked. Just because of the stupid amount of secondaries and the German armor and stuff. And what was the other one that I said? I don't remember my other backup, but I think it might have been Monmouth, because like, everyone laughs at you until you remove 2/3 of their HP with one salvo,
Yeah.
But those are my four suggestions too. I actually do like the Velos. I mean, it's not like the best Fletcher in the world, but it's pretty nice, like side grade, more focused on the guns than Fletcher, even though it's down a turret. That, and I do want all 200 something Fletchers in game, despite the people that complain every time we get another Fletcher clone. I want all of them.
It also has... Oh my goodness. It's not here. Where is it?
Oh, you don't have like the Greek camo?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to show off, because I was going to say it's like the best camouflage in the world. Is this... No, dude. Fuck. Where is this? I can't...
It should have been permanent, shouldn't it? Less permanent you can buy.
Yeah, that's the problem. But it does have one of the coolest camos in the game, which is the Greek ship, kind of like the ancient Greek ship camo. So it has like a ram bow and the eye and everything.
I want to pronounce it as trireme, but it's not that. Like the yeah, I know what you're talking about. The Greek ships they would paddle with the ram in the front and the sail.
Yeah, I genuinely think that is like an incredibly metal camo. So that it does have that going for it. The Johann, like I said, This I think is incredibly slept on. You have 12s, yeah, they're 12s, but you have pretty accurate 12s on a 22-second reload. You have okay secondaries. You have, like Sea Lord said, you have 13.5 kilometers torpedo range, and they reload in 86 seconds. So
Yeah,
you are vomiting torpedoes
they go
like a
in like
drunk guy in front
86
of a
or 80 or
bar.
like 90 knots too, huh? Like that, like you
Yeah,
can
they
actually,
are
yeah, 86 knots.
86.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they
like
don't do a
they're
lot of
super
damage,
easy
but
to get on
again, you're
target.
just vomiting them,
Hmm.
people. And again, something that I like to bring up every time this happens, a lot of people look at this and go, hey, 1.6 kilometer detect kind of sucks. But when they're going at 86 knots, that window to react is a lot slower and a lot smaller than people
And keep in
think.
mind with Mr. Swirsky up there, what is it? Every 5 torp hits, they get a speed buff, and it's
I
unlimited.
believe so. Yes.
Oh no, it's
Eight, eight.
the reload time. My bad.
Yeah, it drops the reload time. Um, yeah, no, this thing is incredibly good. Do not let people tell you that it's not.
Yeah, and the way you
Uh,
play this, at least the way what I do is I will spam HE and torpedoes. What I try to do is get those torps to hit. And the great thing about the ship too is that its concealment is so low. It's got like 10-5 concealment. So you sit like 11 kilometers away from the enemy ship, throw torps at them, and if it's a battleship, 90% of battleships will just slap damage con right away. And then you go with your 12-inch guns, throw a chi in their
yeah.
face, back off the speed to where they get within your secondary gun range. Secondaries don't pin anything, but there's a ton of them, and they're really good at setting fires. So you just
I,
hit them with the dot and just
I just
whittle them down like that.
I just play it like this, man. I just play it like the irresistible. I'm
Ah,
gonna sit here. I'm going to pelt you. It does not matter that you're a battleship. It does not matter that you think you're better than me. I am going to give you crabs from 22 kilometers, and it's gonna burn. And that's how I play the Carl Johan. But the difference between the irresistible and the Carl Johan is the fact that, as you can see here, there's orange in the middle part of the ship. You know what orange means, Sea Lord?
means you don't get scurvy.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah, well, okay. It means you don't get scurvy.
means there's
Helps with the
armor.
so you can play this thing aggressively, just like what Sea Lord was kind of talking about, and that's the difference between these two ships. Towards the end of the game, yes, you have an upper belt of 32. Yes, you have 381. Yes, that's great. You need to remember, white boy, you are a thunderer hull, you are a conqueror hull, you are going to eat damage, does not matter. With this 150, 220, 275, it's a really good. The deck's 32, yeah, but again, if you can get in and again bait people to try and shoot here, it's 150, probably going to bounce. And if they're stupid enough to even go lower and try and, oh, hey, I'll get like upper belt pens. Nope, 275, 220. Like, fuck you. You're just
A
not going
tough
through.
boat.
So
And like it
it's really
still
good.
has
Oh,
German
and
AP
it's
for when you get
four
close.
per side too. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh
It's
yeah.
two racks of four per side.
16
So
torps.
yeah, it's 16 torps, and so yeah, they only do 10,700 damage, but you're launching 8. So that's 80. Well, again, before
And
reductions are
like
taken into effect.
realistically, it's still a battleship. So
Yeah,
you launch one set, you turn the ship around, you launch the other set. Guess what's going to be ready by the time you turn the ship around again to launch the other set?
it's the
Your
other set.
torpedoes. Yeah, just
So
doesn't stop.
the ability the Carl Johan to just kind of style on people within its BR range, isolated targets, I should say, is
Yes.
incredibly underrepresented.
Yeah.
And
If you are on an off flank and they have to push into you, you may die, but you're going to take ships with you, and you're going to do a few 100,000 damage probably
yes,
if you know what you're doing.
so it's a really good what I call flex ship. You can be the battleship sitting at the back of the map applying pressure because, like you said, you still have German AP.
Yes.
So you aren't going to be doing 50,000 damage to salvo, but you're going to be chunking people, or you can try and burn off their battleship, so you can do whatever. But when the time comes, you can light up the boilers and just run people down. So you have a decent-ish heal. You have 3 charges. You have Hydro, which is nice. And then, it's pretty good. The gun range is 19. So, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. I've jumped many a smoke cruiser and destroyer with the Carl. Because while the secondaries aren't big enough to, pin battleships, they will rip like cruisers and destroyers a new one. And there's a lot of them.
Because you get... that's the main. You get 14 casemate guns here, so it probably breaks down to 7 a side. And then you get 12 of these 120s, and there's 6 a side. And again, you're dealing with a 3-second reload and a 7-second reload. So
you don't have a build on it. You don't have a secondary build, right? You don't have a secondary build on it. Yeah. I
have the absolute. I call it the scumbag build. Because I have the guns, I have concealment, I have reload, and I have propulsion. And the whole point of a build like this is to get it's very close to a standard battleship build that I typically run, because I prioritize maneuverability and positioning key over everything. But with a build like this, you can and will be able to just jump people. With you can it's fluid. You can stay in the back because you have the better reload. So yeah, 22 seconds you're torching people, you're lighting people up, and then you go quiet, give it a minute, and then you can just W key in. And while you are not the fastest battleship at 33 knots, which I'm pretty sure is also without flags,
I'll say that's yeah.
So yeah, so 32. Nobody really expects battleships to just be unga-bunging at people. And then again, with these torpedoes and with the rate of fire, it's really easy for you to dance around and just pummel isolated targets or small groups of targets, like 2 ships.
Yeah.
So this is a fantastic ship that I believe is criminally underrated in WoWs.
Like, I was hoping we were going to get the Pan-Euro BBs were just going to be this, but like slightly bigger,
That's what I was hoping too, and then we got
IKEA that floats.
Yeah, we got IKEA, and it's like, okay. I will admit, though, I think that this is really cool, because this line is cool because it's a continuation of the Nordic, like, coastal defense battleship kind of design line, which I think like is unique.
I really like the Thor, don't get me wrong, but it's just so goofy.
No, yeah, it is. Yeah. But this is I would say, out of everything in this is what I would get out of everything if you put a gun to my head and said I had to exchange for something, which again I don't believe, but this is so incredibly fun. And if you have a ship, if you have a good ship that's worth a decent amount of money to give out, and you don't play it, hey, let me open this. Hey, I don't want to open this. You have something worth that 15,000. Even if it's an Incheon or something at 13. This is definitely worth 5,000 doubloons.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or 8 doubloons, or whatever you have to pay to get it. The Johan is awesome. So
yeah, I agree.
Transition.
WoW's numbers died.
Yes, WoW's numbers died, but it's back.
Yes.
And
better.
Yes. Like I said,
the site right now. See what it looks like now.
I'm going to go there right now.
Yeah. So Wow's Numbers, for those who don't know, it is a third-party stat tracking website that many what's the word I'm looking for? Not more serious, more dedicated, regular
It
players, competitive players use. Not even really competitive. Um,
it pulls the API data that
yeah,
Wargaming is able to see.
and it's
And
just like a lot of the information that it pulls you can find fairly easily in game, but it just presents it so much better, makes it easy to track your performance and other players' performances and stuff. Even ship performance too. What's up?
no, I searched Captain Greene, and I forgot the amount of people that like have made meme accounts about me over the years. We have Captain Greene L, Captain Greek Sauce, Captain Greene 66, Captain Greene 2004, Captain Greene GoFundMe, which used to be Captain Greene's feet only fans, by the way. So yeah, ooh. Anyways. Um Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it shows a lot of very interesting and very useful information. These graphs are awesome. Apparently, I'm really good at Europe. Um, but yeah, so these are it's really
I
as a
love
clan commander,
the dent in the
160
aircraft
PR.
carriers.
Yes. I really like this, and I use it a lot as a clan commander because what this allows you to do is the outlines. That's nice. It allows you to look very uh, op- it's a wide scope view of a player's profile.
Yeah.
Because again, it shows if they're playing actively, which as you can see, I am not.
Pull up. Mine should have active games so they can see a better idea of what it looks like.
I just got sucked into War Thunder, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah. Oh, you need an underscore between C and Lord.
Ugh.
Well,
Fucking 900 of them.
yeah.
So, hey man, a lot of pluses. That's good.
Yeah.
But this is what it shows. This is what a more active
Oh
page
my God.
looks like.
14,000 battles.
And
Is
I
that?
was gonna glaze over that, buddy, but you didn't.
Am I okay?
Um,
No.
no, I'm not okay.
Is that all
Dude,
of
I'm
that just
really
randoms? Oh, now I'm concerned. That's not even all battles. That's just random battles. Oh
yeah.
no.
That's not all. Oh, here we go. So it got worse. Um, see how you're doing in clan battles. Yikes.
Yeah, I have not
Better
played.
than me though.
I have not played a lot.
I'm very much my officiating thing. But this is it will show um gains, it will show losses. It basically what it does is it gives you trends because from a clan recruiting perspective, it's really easy for you to say, hey man, I had a bad string of 8,000 battles, but I'm good now. And then I can go to your WoW number page and see like the ocean of red. And I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
So
And it's also good too because like trying to figure out like what ships they have and such. Um, like if you keep scrolling down, you can see the nations that I have and the
yeah,
ships that I've been playing, the best ships that I'm best in.
you with your aircraft carrier PR.
Well, I've been told I just throw when I play carriers, but I mean, I don't have a big old dent in my
Dude, yeah, you
graph
don't have
there.
160 PR.
And most of it's in
Um,
German carriers too, the bad ones.
but
I think I
yes,
played too much Battleship.
little bit.
That's another thing too, because there's so many times. There's a
A
lot of
lot of
players.
Germany here. A lot of Germany here.
Yeah, yeah. You can see what classes they play the most of, so you know like where to put this guy in for clan battles and stuff. Like me, obviously, you're sticking in the battleship or the cruiser. Um, God, that's a lot of battleship games. I'm surprised that hasn't changed that much over the years. Oh, dang.
Bless your heart.
I know. See, like even me, I didn't know I still played that much. Wait, I got 6,300 XP in Surcouf. What? That can't be right.
And you're a filthy, filthy submarine player. Oh my
I
goodness.
know.
We're finding out things
6,300
that nobody
XP.
wants to know. All your dirty secrets are coming out of
I
the
know. I
closet.
just want to. When I got this record-breaking Surcouf
I
game,
think this is great. I like this.
8 in Erie.
8 in the Erie.
That's actually tied
Um,
with and I'm so
dude,
mad at.
Gneisenau, old Gneisenau with the 120s.
Mhm.
Fuck. I wish that was
77
back.
planes and
That was my
Gneisenau.
favorite thing about like tier 7 because I was getting through there just as it was like, yeah, I'm not going near that Gneisenau. It's like, why his short range sucks? And it's like, yep, his long range doesn't. And you would just see like the planes go in, you'd see like 10,000 flak explosions,
Yeah.
and then the entire squadron.
This was I simply walked towards it was an Enterprise and a Kaga on the same team. And they were just trying to kill me. And I was just going, nope, nope,
Nope.
nope, can't stop me. Yeah, but no, that same Gneisenau game, I got 8 kills. And I wanted to replace the Erie game, but for some reason it won't. It won't replace it. It's like my
Yeah, because
that
this is more. This is cooler.
I guess so.
This shows that you are a very effective child soldier whenever you play your Erie. But so this shows you know, important moments, transfers,
Now,
efficiency
I think
badges.
you should take note of what that E's in.
I did, I saw it. I was willing to go over it. I was willing to admit it from the record. But dude, listen, you can accuse Mountbatten of a lot of things. Suffering for content is not one of them. Fucking recent expert badge in the Tiger 59. Oh my goodness.
It was the 3,000 base XP game too.
Oh my
And
goodness.
this will come out after the video, but I'm doing top 5 ships to trade in, and the bit for the Tiger 59 is be like, yeah, look how terrible this ship is. Here's a 3K base XP game.
But yeah, so then it'll also go down each ship. So like I saw a Smolensk, so 10, he's played 90 battles, 56% win rate. That's his PR, that's his average damage, that's his average frags. It is a very, very powerful tool to look at trends. And you can also use it as an individual, and I always encourage people to use it as an individual
Yes.
because it allows you to look at things, notice trends, and notice potential shortcomings, and then address them.
Yeah.
So, like me with on standby, Sea Lord Mountbatten for a third time, Sea Lord Mountbatten for a fourth
Can't
time. This
escape.
is not working.
And while he does that, something I'll say that gave me hope is that when I did the video talking about how, you know, the site went down and it was a tragedy for the community, there were players that were like, "Well, now we can't get stat shamed. Yay! Whoever's like, they think that whoever is involved, or like not involved, but like cares about stats, they're an extremely toxic player." It was refreshing to see a lot of players kind of coming up in the comments saying, "Well, no, I used this to track how I was doing, and I had to see, where I needed to improve, and this, that, and the other." So it was heartwarming to see that because
Yeah.
and this isn't the site people really use for that because I think like the two big mods, Potato Alert and Matchmaking Monitor, don't they pull
Yeah.
straight from the API, not from here?
Yeah, they pull straight from the API.
Yeah.
They don't pull from here. So um I think the reason why there's a lot of people that think that this website breeds toxicity, which again I really don't believe so, is because I've had people who will apply to clans and they're like, well, I don't want to be persecuted, based on my stats. So I have my account privated and then you're not going to unprivate it. And then when you eventually pull that clam open, you've learned two things at the end of that process. One, this person is a pain in the ass to deal with, and that is a massive detriment when you're attempting to introduce them into a competitive team. And B, they are just that shit. So, you learn two very valuable lessons. And because I've had to have three of those conversations this month. Because I've had people who apply, and it's almost an automatic response. Hi, how you doing? Thanks for reaching out. By the way, I work third shift, so you won't hear from me during the day. WoW's numbers, clan history, what you play, what you'd like to play, what you're looking to get out of the clan. Thank you. And like I said, sometimes I get it back, and it's like, hey, yeah, I'm not doing this, because everybody yells at me and calls me bad because of my bad stats. Because 8,000 games ago, I was not good. And the great thing about having a WoW numbers page and having it open is I look at these numbers.
Yeah.
I don't look at these numbers because I'm looking at recent. I'm looking at where you fall in relation to the last 180 days, where you're looking at in the last 365 days, and where you're at in terms of your overall stat. So, because I've had people who have truly generationally dog shit stats. Like, again, mine don't look good. The reason why they don't look good is because for the first of my 6,000 battles, I was not very good. I'm still not, incredible when it comes to randoms. But my recents were good. I was throwing up good recents in clan battles, and that's why I got a chance. So here we are. And that's kind of something to keep in mind. This is a website about trends. This isn't the website that I'm looking somebody up at and being like, yep, this person's dog shit. I can't count on them in their flank. I can generally tell within 3 to 4 minutes of watching somebody in terms of positioning and game impact if you're good or bad. I don't need a website, and I don't need a mod to tell me that. But
Yeah, for us, we don't, and this is what I always get, because I talk about how there are indeed people that put too much into stats,
go
very much
100%.
so. And I'll make a couple of videos talking about that. And then when people come to apply to TSoft, they're like, wait, why are you asking about my stats? It's like, well, we still need a general idea of where you are and where to put you, where you would fit best. And then those are, some people are like, oh, okay, well, okay, that makes sense. Because, it's like you look at the stats, you put them wherever they need to be. And then we normally do a couple of rounds of where, small officers will go play with them to see how they play, how they take direction and stuff. Yeah. And some of the best people that I've played with, their stats were not that great. But they're great at taking directions. They're great at, listening to the caller and things like that. And that goes a lot further than just stats. But definitely for running a clan, this information, this layout, is the gold standard for just getting an idea of where the player's at and how they've evolved over the years. Because I have 13, I'm 40. I'll have 14,000 battles probably by the end of next week in this game. And I can promise you, half of that is not very good. Not very you will learn in this game for the moment you start playing it to when you stop playing it. So you're going to improve over time. So if you would eliminate half of those battles, I don't want to say I'll be in the 60%, but definitely upper 50s for sure. And we all know that. So there's no reason to be ashamed of having terrible battles for the first few thousand games, because everyone does.
If anything, when I get that excuse off rip and I don't get because I have gotten that before. I've gotten two flavors of that. I've gotten, my stats are bad. I used to be bad. I'm not bad anymore. Take my word for it. I'm not unblocking my account, because you can private your account if you'd like to, and it does hide it on WoW's numbers. Those are typically very short conversations, because again, if you're not willing to step up, you're not willing to play, you're not willing to be open, it's really telling about how you are in a competitive setting.
Yeah.
And Well, I've also had people who've come to me and they're like, "Hey, my stats not good. I didn't know what HE was until 2,000 battles ago. But here, if you look at my recents, I'm going up. It's like, okay, this, they're recognizing the problem, they're addressing the problem, and that's a lot better. I really use it as not an IQ check because that isn't the right term, but I check it. I use WOW's numbers primarily as like a mentality check. Um, and yeah, it's not a problem to own up to your mistakes or to address them, because the first part in dealing with a problem is acknowledging a problem.
Yeah.
Always has been, always will be. And if you can't be real to yourself, then you're not going to be real to me or Mountbatten when you're applying, and it's going to show. And if you're not able to even, be real to yourself, then what else are you not able to do? That's kind of my mentality on it. But I've been
Yeah.
told I'm a heartless prick. So I am a heartless prick though that's running one of the best competitive clans in North America. But I digress. What do I know? I don't know anything. What do I know?
No, nothing, Jon
Um,
Snow.
you know nothing, and you will get nothing. You lose, sir. Anyways, speaking of clans, smoother clan experience. You want my initial reaction to all this?
Yeah.
I don't use the clan port in game anymore because it's been demonstrably bad for years. The only thing I really use it for is accepting members
I don't
and
think anybody
kicking
does,
members.
because like it's so funny.
And the portal is perfectly acceptable for that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Because they're going through, they're like all these different stuff that they've done and how they're facelifting everything, and that's all great. But again, it's just, I do want to highlight this because I think this is an incredible statement to kind of have from wargaming, because even if you are not in a highly competitive clan, even if it's just a bunch of guys you sometimes div with, being in a clan is incredible, because what it does is it surrounds you with people, it surrounds you with potential people to play with, and it surrounds you with people who might be better than you and you can learn from. Sorry, you put your hand up. You need something?
No, I was getting my webcam focused.
Oh, okay. I was like, we're not in class, buddy. What are you doing?
No, I don't raise my hand. I'm the teacher. I'm the one that calls.
I was gonna say, it's like, ooh, he's going back in time. Yeah, there's all these rewards and everything too, but I think the developing the ability to play within a smaller unit on a randoms team in clan battles and building those bridges is incredibly powerful. I'm going to visit people I met in World of Warships, internet people who are now no longer internet people. They're also meat space people. For the third year in a row. Well, actually, no, this will be the fourth year in a row. We're going to be going to Phoenix this year for the Bonk Fathers meetup. First year it was Huntsville, then it was up here in Massachusetts, and last year we did the Detroit area. And,
yeah, dude. Like, sorry. Go on.
No, I was just going to say it's a incredible place to meet people. It's an incredible place to grow skills, and it's an incredible way to grow. So
yeah, people that I met through World Warships were at my wedding.
Yeah.
And it's just so wild to think about it. Like, I met these people playing the funny pixel boat game,
Yeah.
and now here they are at my wedding. It was so funny too, dude. So funny. So I sold my car to one of them, and it's just kind of like the meme where like dudes meet and they instantly trust each other.
Yeah.
And I was talking about driving it up there and dropping it off and stuff, and getting the money and stuff. He was like, "Yeah, you can just stay in my. I got a spare bedroom in my basement. You can stay there. No hotel. Don't worry about the hotel." So go to tell my soon to be wife. We were engaged at the time. Like, yeah, we're just gonna stay in his spare bedroom in his basement. And she was like, "We're going to meet a stranger on the internet."
Yeah.
And to live in his basement for a couple of days.
I did the exact same thing when we went down to Huntsville because it was originally one of our friends. Well, he wasn't pregnant; his wife was pregnant, but a baby was coming, and he was like, "I'd love to meet all you guys, and we can all hang out before my life gets locked down with a kid." And we're like, "Okay, that's great." And we all immediately started looking at hotels and stuff because it's that same guy thing you were talking about. Like, I have no problems staying with the guys, it's fuck. But it's not a problem. But just assuming that we're going to be in somebody's house was a bridge too far. And we were talking, and then we eventually came back. And we're like, yeah, okay, so here's our feasibility. We're going to stay in this hotel, and we have the budget and everything. And I was in Job Corps at the time, which means I have no money. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna be kind of freeloading here. And then the person who lives in Huntsville came down and was like, nope, you're all gonna be staying in my house. I'm like, what? He's like, yep, you're all gonna be staying in my house. We're like, okay. And then when I went to tell my mom, hey, need a ride to the airport, they were just kind of like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I was, and the first time, even before Bunks, when I was in Blep, I went and I visited my friend in Texas who I made in Blep, and I'm actually going to visit them in a month here. And I had a layover in Orlando, and my grandparents drove to the airport. We hung out, and it was great. I love my grandparents. And my grandmother slid me $1,000 and was like, if you find out that this person's a psychopath, here's money to go to a hotel. And I was like, I don't think that'll be a problem. She was like, yeah, whatever, but here it is, just in case. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to visit them in a month, and I was going to meet you, and then Spirit Airlines decided to close, so
Yeah.
now I'm not meeting you,
Yeah, I guess we
and
can
I'm
go.
not.
Yeah, we've talked about that in here before. Yeah, I was supposed to go up there. We were supposed to go, free roam the Salem and
Massachusetts, Salem.
Massachusetts and
Yeah,
maybe the Constitution. But then Spirit died, and dude, like it was. Well, I've told you about it, but they don't know. Like the
yeah,
tickets for me, my wife, and my sister. My sister is the one that she's the one behind the camera on all the museumship videos, and she's a very good cinematographer, even though she's a dentist. Um, for all three of us there, it was $750 there and back for tickets in Southwest. I was like, cool. And we didn't buy the tickets right then and there because, like what I mentioned earlier, we weren't sure if my wife was going to get into the certification program. If she was, then like
yeah.
we're going to buy a different set of tickets. She got in. I'm like, cool. Let's go buy the tickets now. $1,700, and she got the job now, but the money's obviously not there. So
Yeah,
we unfortunately had to
that's
cancel.
insane.
And they'll probably get up there. I don't know, probably next year.
Yeah,
Um,
but those are the
yeah,
connections that you can build in a clan, and it's awesome. So I always encourage people. I'm like, go visit, go join a clan, and then it's awesome. Yeah, these bonuses are cool. Whatever, cool. Um, this top part is so powerful, and it's so awesome. Um, yeah, go join a clan. Synopsis: go join a clan.
go join a clan, go touch digital grass, meet people.
Digital breasts.
Digital grass.
Oh,
No, we're not talking
all
about
right.
Sydney Sweeney yet.
I was like, ooh, what are we doing? Going back to Sydney. Main page refresh. Okay, so it's just a redesign of the layout. I mean, again,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
all it is.
really.
The only thing that's changed is that the cooldown time to transfer is gone from 3 days to 1 day now.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's really
Um,
changed.
yeah. So yeah, it's Hall of Fame rehall is nice, but again, nobody cares as much as I think it's nice, and I think that it's good, but it's not. I don't know. It's not as key as it
I mean,
used to
it's
be.
nice that it's getting a facelift.
Yeah.
but I think it's literally after every other tab in the game has gotten a facelift,
Yeah. Um.
except for maybe like the campaign page.
Yeah, because they don't do campaigns.
Exactly.
Mission sorting is great. Clan member status. Okay.
It's the
But there's
same.
currently online. Oh, that's actually cool. I like that. Granted, everybody now
Oh,
uses
okay.
a program called Discord
Yeah.
or TeamSpeak if you are old, and
That's what I was about to say.
so
Like,
everybody kind of knows that already. But you know, it's still good. I
it's
think it's a
nice
good
to
change.
confirm who's dodging clan battles.
You can hunt them down like you're in Django, dude. Just you gotta run people down. You're not playing. Get back in the clan battles, boy. Get back in the Moskva. No,
Back
I don't want to.
to Moscow Joe for
Um,
you.
dude, that's speaking from a like 19 tour Moskva slave. Dude, that was always the worst thing. It's like, what am I going to be playing this year, strat person? Moskva. No, not again.
It's like the
No.
what's
What
the
am I going
meme?
to be doing? You're going to be
Uh,
sitting on a rock and you're going to press Y when I fucking tell you to. No, okay.
what is my purpose in life? You play Mosfa. Oh
Yeah,
no.
you are in denial. That's all it is. It's yeah. I mean, okay. So they're putting a little notification thing. That's cool. Port notifications. That's actually good. Granted, it's not going to be used in the upper levels, but I think that this is actually really big for the kind of lower levels where it's kind of just like he who applies gets in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because just having everything right in your port. I mean, usually you can between the when you're starting a clan, you can usually find one guy who's like, I'm going to open it every day, and it wasn't that much of a problem. But getting notifications, I think, is good. That's awesome too. Player profile shortcut. I remember having to go through, especially when I was doing like tournament prep and stuff. I'd have to see, oh, okay, I'm going to be playing with these guys. Oh, okay, I have to find somebody in this clan, you know. And then, like Mr. Mountbatten says, it is now just 2 hours from 3-day cooldown.
Oh, that was a day. Okay, 2 hours. Dang,
Other limitations relating to changing clans will remain in place, though.
2 hours.
That's insane, though. 2 hours is fucking insane. I have mixed feelings about that part specifically. I'm fine with 1 day. I'm not fine with 2 hours because that feels like somebody can like even mid session just switch if they feel so.
I mean, but the
Compelled.
competitive scene's so small
Yeah,
nowadays. I get why it's so short, but that is a little
yeah.
wild.
But yeah, overall, I think that this is a good change. I think it's dusting a side path, to be completely honest with you. Like it's a
Yeah,
nice bit of change, it's a nice bit of effort, and I'm really happy to see that we're getting that slow graphical user interface overhaul. But again, it's one of those situations where it's like
Wargaming's been very good about going through and giving us some pretty good quality of life changes the past, like, I'd say 8 months.
2 years.
Yeah,
It's
8 months
been it's
to a couple of
been
years.
it's been like once a quarter we'll get one aspect of the port redone. What I want to get redone is the fact that the port will use approximately 90% of my 50 series fucking graphics card
Ooh,
in the
yeah.
port, and it will still randomly crash. But in battle, it uses 13%. That's something I would really appreciate it if we could fix it.
Dude, I
Um,
know. It's like, what is going? It's the same model. I know it's the same model in port as in battle. There's not 24 of them in port, so why
yeah,
is
what
it
is
just? I think the lighting is maybe it's just borked.
I don't
Um,
know, but I don't know. But it's been a problem for a long enough amount of time that I think that they know what the problem is, and then it's either something that's not feasible to fix, or it's kind of like do you know what the coconut picture is in TF2?
Yes, I know the coconut pictures in
Yeah, I
TF2.
bet you it's probably something like that, where they're like,
Yeah.
we would have to redo hundreds of lines of code, thousands of lines of code. We'd have to redo a whole bunch of bullshit to fucking fix this, and it's not worth ripping the ground apart, digging for a single copper wire.
Yeah.
Um,
That's why when I go into port and I know I'm not going to be doing something right away, I just tab over to the ARM rate to just save my CPU from
yeah.
the suffering.
What I do is I
You
have
should
it
hear this
in
bad boy when I'm streaming and I'm sitting in port. Oh my god. It's
yeah,
going to take
it's
off.
bad. With this, it is my solution is I put it in full screen windowed and then I click out of it while I'm not doing something in port. So in between clan battles game, I have this in full screen windowed. Like I just click out
Yeah.
and it stops utilizing resources as much, which is awesome. And it doesn't seem to crash.
It's
But if I
still
just like idle in port, this game will just die. Like I've gone to bed and I've done perform and I've kept the client open and I've kept my kept programs up to like monitor performance and like consumption of resources on my computer, and it's like fucking cranking, and I just have no idea why. I also love the fact that you have people who are like schizophrenically like it's mining Bitcoin, it's mining Bitcoin, it's mining Bitcoin, which again going from like 20% usage to 80% utilization in port. I don't know. They said they didn't have drones that look like birds, and here we are. They said UFOs didn't exist. Here we are.
so the Epstein
Recent
files
history.
didn't exist either.
Here we are. Recently the crack has been on a generational run. Maybe they're right. Who knows?
Alex Jones is right about a lot.
But yeah, I mean, though, that's kind of my one thing that I really wish they'd fix.
And it's so fun because this game can like run on a toaster,
Yeah,
but not the port.
yeah. Even if I have it on like minimum, it's still using like 60% of my GPU, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Dude, like I don't think like even like Red Dead 2 and like 4K uses that much. Well, I have a 3090.
Yeah,
It's a pretty beefy card. Well, I'm not exactly sure how it measures up to like today's cards, but um even I mean like the game shouldn't be that graphically intensive. That's the simple answer.
yeah.
It looks
I
good,
mean,
but it's not
I
that
run
crazy.
Tarkov with an insane amount of shaders on max, and I average 120 FPS.
Yeah.
And that's a game with 9-minute load times into maps. I don't know why we're having problems here. But again, if that's kind of the one complaint, it's like, whatever.
No, yeah, I mean like when you're spending most of your time in battle, the game runs fine.
Yeah,
It's just strange. I don't know. Maybe like it's just not that well optimized, and they just don't care. That's the only thing I can see.
yeah.
Like the
I mean,
Christmas
maybe.
port, event port, I get that because there's all those little details and stuff.
Yeah.
That I
But like I'm
understand.
sitting in Marseille right now and I'm at 75%. And I'm not even recording or anything. And Marseille's an old port.
Yeah,
Granted, I think it's the best port, but it is
I like the Hawaii port for the lighting. The Hawaii
that
port
is
or the
good.
dude in the Fjords port. The Fjords port will eat your graphics card
Let me
alive.
go to Fjords. Let me see how Fjords
At
is.
least mine, it was.
Yeah, it just fucking shot up to 80.
I think because
But
Fjords,
again, I mean, it's beautiful
yeah,
ports.
I think Fjords is one of the newer ports that like they use the new lighting engine on or the new lighting effects on and stuff. And you have all those small
What's
like
the
particle effects and stuff too.
oldest?
Oldest is probably like New York or like maybe even
Yeah.
Hawaii.
No, didn't New York get a rebuild?
That's true. It did. Never mind. It did get a refresh.
Yeah, maybe the Philippines. Philippines might have gotten a refresh too. Let's go to the Philippines. Oh, my game crashed. Well, that answers that. All right. How we doing on time?
We're at an hour and a half.
All right, because I've got my roommate who's going to be going to bed here soon, so I don't want to.
No, we're good. We're good. My wife started texting me questions, so that means I need to go.
Oh, I was going to see if you wanted to play some more Thunder.
Oh, no.
Now that Wiles
Definitely not.
died.
Well, because her car's in the shop, I got to wake up early and take her to her certification thing.
I see.
Yeah. So I'm going to be a chauffeur for a couple of days.
Well, that's not too much of a problem.
No, it's not. I mean, I'm literally doing nothing besides you. I got to cut my grass tomorrow. I got to do that.
Oh, I do too, because it rained today.
Yeah, no, it's been needing to get cut for like the past like 2 weeks, but it hasn't stopped raining. But it didn't rain today, and it's not supposed to rain tomorrow, so I got to get out there and get my Honda
Get it done.
lawnmower and get it done. Yeah.
All right. Well, as always, questions, comments, concerns. Feel free to drop a line. I'm very receptive. Mountbatten's very receptive. Tell your friends and family about all the good work we do here.
I see burps in the outro.
Yeah, as I burp in the outro. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a good cleaner, and I don't know.
That's a
Bayous
good
or
note to end
swamps.
on. What?
Yeah. On that bombshell, bayous or swamps. Have a nice day. Bye.